Hello, hello, hello. It's Carlton from the Pharmacy Seeds Network. This is the Community Wellness Net, run by our local amateur radio club, the Overlook Mountain Amateur Radio Club, out of Ulster County, New York. And this net is directed at maintaining connectivity for community and making sure that our elderly and other sick people and anyone actually in our community who needs help can get it. And so we coordinate via amateur radio. And so that even if the internet goes down, we can still maintain coordination and keep a community connectivity.
This is K2JLV, net control for the Mid-Hudson Wellness Check-In Net. This net is designed to keep the local ham community connected, informed, and offer help during incidents in the Hudson Valley. Be sure your radio is tuned to 146.805 Mhz with a negative shift of 600 kHz and a PL tone of 103.5 Hz. If you have any serious emergencies, please call 911 immediately. Alright, let's get started. Stations wishing to check in, please go ahead and call now. KC2 UVP.
KD2IN.
This is KD2 RFI. KD2 RBR. The net recognizes KC2 UVP, good evening Mike. KD2 IIN, good evening CJ. KD2 RFR, okay Bob, thank you for stopping in. And KD2 RBR, I had to look back, you are Nick. Any further check-ins, please go ahead and call now. KD2 QAK. That recognizes KD2QAK. Thank you for being here, Bob. Any further check-ins, please go ahead and call now. This is Kilo Delta 2 Charlie Victor Whiskey. The net recognizes KD2CVW. Good evening, Don. Any further check-ins, please go ahead. Call now. Very well. Nothing further heard. We will give an opportunity for additional check-ins shortly. Just as a note here, we are starting with a new script tonight, so I'm going to run this with a very simple beginning section, and then there'll be a section of time at the end allowed for open discussion. So we'll start with the first section of this. We'll start with KC2 UVP, Mike. I'm going to ask for your location, and please send your report for how you're doing and how things are near where you are. So Station 1, that's KC2 UVP. Please go ahead with your location and report.
Location, Tivoli, New York, and my report is I'm just doing ducky. I'm doing swimmingly. I've always been a loner, but I need a lot of people. Back to net.
Very good, Mike. Thank you very much for your report. Let's go. KD2IN with your location and report, please.
This is KD2IN in Tivoli, New York. I don't really have much to report. I was out today. I had to go over and do some outside work over at John's. And I did stop at the coffee shop and re-up my coffee supply a little bit on my way back through. I was very quiet in there, and Julie had said that they had been taking online orders, and most people were just picking their stuff up at the curb. The shop was open, but everything was quiet, and I didn't go too much further into town, but everything I passed was basically, a lot of the businesses were open, but looked like a ghost town because no one was parked there. So nothing else to report really much other than that, and I will just put it back to net. KD2I.
All right, very good, CJ. Thank you very much for that. And I'm assuming that report was in reference to Red Hook and not Tivoli.
Yes. Yes, thank you. I should have been clearer on that. Yeah, I went into Red Hook. I have not been into Tivoli since this whole event started. KD2I and back to net.
All right, very good. Thank you for your report. Next station, KD2 RFI. Bob, your location and report, please, sir.
KD2 RFI. I'm in southern Catskill, New York, just a couple miles from the southeastern town line. I haven't been out, I think, a whole week that I can recall as far as stopping in stores or anything, so everything's been pretty quiet. I did venture out to a friend's house, and she made me a peach cobbler, which I was delighted for. I picked it up on her front porch, and we chatted through the window for a moment, but that was about it. Greatly reduced traffic. It seems like the majority of people are doing what they need to do, so everything good on this end. KD2 RFI, back net control.
Very good, Bob. Thank you very much for your report. This is K2JLE, net control for the Mid-Hudson Wellness Check-In Net. Next station, KD2 RBR. Go ahead, Nick, with your location and report.
Yes, KD2 RBR, Rhinebeck, New York, and not much happening. Took the canine out for a nice walk. Got up and did some work and cleaned the gutters out and hung some signs, some beware of dog and no trespassing, no hunting signs. Just make sure people are aware not to come on the property at this point in time. And that's about it. Back to net.
All right, very good, Nick. Thank you very much for your report. Next on the list, station KD2QAK. Good evening, Bob. Thank you for being here. Your location and report.
KD2QAK, Bob, Red Hook. Most exciting thing that happened around here today was we went to Agway and got 5 bags of garden mulch, and now it has to be spread around the garden. Back to you, Dave. KD2QAK.
Very well, Bob. Thank you very much for that report. Last on the list so far, KD2CVW. Good evening, Don. Your location and report, please.
Good evening, all. Yeah, I'm over here in Accord. That day off today, did a little work around the house. Went out for just a bit, just got back a little while ago, and I'm back into Petrie this tomorrow afternoon when I go back in. So, other than that, seems to be everybody well, and I hope everybody else is well.
All right, very good, Don. And I guess for a break here, I will give my report. This is K2JLE Net Control. I'm in Milan, New York, which is just east of Red Hook. Was in work today for truncated hours. There was light traffic. Didn't actually go out to a store or anything, but seems like everything is operating as well as it can. So at that point, I will give additional chance for check-ins here. This is K2JLE Net Control for the Mid-Hudson Wellness Check-In Net. Stations wishing to check in, please go ahead and call now.
K2JLV. This is AC2UQ. Paul in New Paltz.
This is KD2MQE tonight. K2VHM.
KD2QQV.
Very well, the net recognizes AC2UQ. Paul in New Paltz, good to hear you. KD2MQE, good evening, Dave. K2BHM, hello, Jim. And KD2QQV, Don. Any further check-ins, please go ahead and call now. Very well. for the herd. AC2UQ, you're next on the list. Please give your location and report, although I already know it's New Paltz. Go ahead, Paul.
Thank you, K2JLV Net Control. It is New Paltz. I'll confirm that. Good evening, Dave, and good evening to everybody on the net. So good to hear your voices. I was up at 6 a.m. I find this senior shopping a blessing. I made up pickups for 2 or 3 neighbors, and I can report that plentiful supplies, paper goods were in. A little light on the pasta. It's really funny how you go in. I've been in for about 8 days in a row in the early morning. Sometimes there's no bathroom tissue, no paper towels, and the next day you're tripping over boxes in the aisle and the shelves are full. For some reason the pasta went and a lot of the marinara sauce. I think it has to do with hearing about things on the net or the announcements of sheltering in place. But as fast as they take it off, they've got trucks coming in late throughout the evening. Because they have the evenings, the stores are closed, it gives them a time to replenish. So the Tops, the ShopRite, and the Modena were all worthwhile places. Nobody's going to starve, I guarantee you. It's frozen food and some good sales, actually, in the Hannaford and Modena. And also Lowe's, empty. I had to get some hardware items, and our local store, True Value in New Paltz, well stocked. So thanks for running the net. I appreciate it very much personally, and I know it's great for our Mid-Hudson Valley hams and the neighbors of hams. AC2UQ, back to net control, 73.
Very well. Thank you, Paul, for your report. KD2MQE, you're next on the list. Please, your location and report. Go ahead.
Net Control KD2MQE, New Paltz, also. And we have not been in stores all week so far, so I'm happy to hear Paul's store report because he's there every day. And I was thinking about some hardware, so maybe tomorrow I want to patronize those guys because the local hardware store is quite good. So our report is we did go for a walk this evening, and pretty crowded out on the streets. We were mostly on like Huguenot Street, that neighborhood, and there were a fair number of people mostly keeping pretty good distance, but there were some exceptions to that. That's it. Pretty quiet. Was working from the kitchen table all day, and that's getting pretty tiring. But we're getting used to it. Back to you, Nat. Thanks.
All right, David, thank you very much for your report. K2BHM, you're next on the list. Your location and report, sir.
Good evening, K2BHM Jim. Just south of Saugerties. We've been laying low, and as Paul will attest from the morning gatherings, I've been threatening to go out to the grocery store all week. And finally made an abbreviated trip this morning. The smokehouse of the Catskills, it used to be Veteran Smokehouse, stopped there. They are open only Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 9 to 3. So it's a day shorter and hours shorter. They only let 5 people in at once. You have to wait outside. When one person comes out, another one can go in. But they got a good stock of everything, and I had no problem getting what I needed. And I stopped by Dollar General to pick up a few things, and I think there was 2 other people in the store. And then I stopped in Quick Check for milk and bread and stuff like that, and I was the only non-employee in the store. And this was just before noon. So very light traffic, and I got whatever I wanted. And maybe another day or 2 I'll try the grocery store.
Very good, Jim. Thank you very much for your report. Some good information in there, especially about the smokehouse, one of my favorite spots. Last on the list, KD2QQV. Go ahead there, Don, with your report and your location.
KD2QQV, location Allenville.
Allenville. Report, I'm feeling okay, my health-wise. I don't know what's going on as far as what's going on in the community, but it's just basically like everywhere else. Just basically go out and get what you need and stay 6 feet away and just wash your hands and take care of yourself. That's my report. I'm just sitting here. Not much I can do right now. All right, back over to the net, KD2QQV.
K2BHM with an addendum.
All right, thank you, Don, for your report. Go ahead, Jim, with the addendum.
Forgot to mention some of the guys were talking about hardware. Tim at PT is open. I stopped there today, and he's normal hours. He's considered a hardware store. So he's slow, but open.
Hey, Cameron, what's going on? How are you?
Very good, Jim. Thank you very much for that. I'm sure the hams are going to be very happy about that. All right, this is K2JLV net control for the Manhattan Wellness check-in net. Any further stations wishing to check in, please go ahead and call now.
W2NDG.
I'm doing okay. We're hanging in there. Got a
The
nice
net
warm day
recognizes
today.
KD2RYD. Good evening, Kate. Thank you for being here. W2NDG as well. Thank you
Did
for
some
being here,
outside
Neil.
work.
Any further check-ins, please
Did
go
some
ahead and call
beehive
now.
work. Pushing for springtime. Let's go, let's go.
Very well, nothing further heard. Next on the list, KD2RYD. Go ahead, Kate, with your location and report, please.
Hi, this is Kate, KD2RYD, in Bradford, just outside Woodstock. Mobile, going on a little sunset walk with my daughter. Not much to report today. Been making a pot pie, made some bagels, and my daughter went for a run on the rail trail. But she said there was a lot of people on it, and they weren't really respecting the 6-foot thing, and there was a couple of people walking on the side of the trail and not really moving to one side, which is quite disappointing. That's my report. KD2RYD, back to net.
So you're managing to stay
Very good.
working, it
Thank you
sounds
for the
like,
report,
Cam.
Kate.
That's good.
W2NDG, you're next. Your location and report, please, Neil.
Me too, so far. So
All right.
far.
Well, I am still in Poughkeepsie, and really not much new to report today. Stayed inside all day.
Oh, the bugs. Ugh. Washington,
Not
okay.
too much going on, so hoping
Black flies coming out. Hey, Nessie.
that I have enough decent weather to get outside, fix or put up a new antenna tomorrow.
Yeah, we're just about at black fly season.
In time for the CQ SSB contest this weekend.
Skeeter's been out a few times
If
already
not,
too.
I'll get to it Saturday morning, I guess. But other than that, it's very quiet.
All right, very good, Neil. Thank you for the report. And I guess that ends the list here. Let's just see if there's any further check-ins, and then we'll go ahead and open up for, informal discussion. Any further check-ins, please go ahead and call now. This is K2JLV Net Control for the Mid-Hudson Wellness Check-In Net.
Yes, KD2LHX. I'm on the thruway heading south. I'll be listening to you guys. I just got finished helping Doc move. I'm helping him tomorrow and Saturday. So, yeah, we're gonna be very mobile. All right. This is KD2LHX out over.
KD2 MPF. KD2LHX, Alan, you are recognized. And
The wasp will
KD2MBF,
hold me
good evening,
down.
Greg. Thank you for being here. Any further
I think
check-ins?
I'd rather
please
have
go ahead
wasps
and
than
call
black
now.
flies. We got a lot of wetland around us, so they come up out of the swamps, them and the mosquitoes.
All right, very good.
Depends on the
Let's
wind,
go ahead
though.
and get the report from KD2MBF. Go ahead, Greg, with your location and report, please.
Okay, I'm at the home QTH in Olive Bridge in Ulster County, and nothing new to report. Beautiful day, got outside a bunch, and could almost forget that so much turmoil was going on all around us, but all is well here, and that's it. Back to net from KD2MBF.
Wow, 2 this
All right,
month,
very good.
Ken?
Thank you very much for the report, Greg.
Holy cow.
And we'll give one last chance since
You're
we're
cranking
at
some
the bottom of
code
the
out,
list
huh?
here. This is K2JLV Net Control for the Mid-Hudson Wellness Check-In Net. Any further stations wishing to check in, please go ahead and call now. Very well, nothing further heard, and that will complete the location report section. This time I would like to ask if there are any
Me too,
stations
Ken.
out there on the net requiring assistance. If you are in need of some sort of help, i.e. bringing milk to your door or something along those lines, we do have some volunteers who are out there in different locations. We would definitely be
When I'm inspired, I'm
happy to help.
fired.
Even if you have neighbors that need help. Please say your call sign and I will recognize you if you're in need of assistance.
Is that with the hand up, Cam?
Very well, nothing heard. Okay, that's good. I'm glad everybody's doing okay out there. And thank you everyone for your reports. At this time, I will open up the net for informal discussion. Any stations wishing to make comments, ask questions, or discuss any topic, please say your call sign and I will recognize you.
Scout's honor, there you go.
KC2UVP.
KC2UVP, you're recognized, Mike. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm having a dog or
So you're playing wallpaper, Messi?
I think
Hanging
I
out in
bought
the
a
corner?
bunk cable.
Oh, molding. Oh, wait.
To hook my radio up to install programming to my radio, and if anybody out there can, I probably bought a bunk cable. It only cost $3. Figure out what I got.
Yep.
Anyways, I'm just calling out for help to program my radio, and that's my call. That's what I'm crying for. Thank you. Back to the net. Back to you. Back to the net.
All right, very good, Mike. With this section, just to set some, not ground rules, but some procedural, with this section of the net, we will allow for additional conversation after each person finishes with their exchange there. Just throw your call sign at me if you have a comment on the previous exchange or perhaps a solution or anything along those lines. With that, Mike, I will say you probably got one of those counterfeit PL2303 chips in there that allows you to program your radio without having a serial port on your computer as they used to have. I actually know how to fix that. I can help you out at some point if you like. It just plugs into the USB, is that correct?
Which you can do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And all that. And I
Oh,
just
time
want to stay
capsules.
connected, and
I know what that's
I didn't
like.
think that
Messi.
was an egregious move to ask for help.
They just talk about it, Cam.
Not at all, not at all. It's a common problem, especially with the very inexpensive programming cables that work just fine if you know the
Messi,
trick.
I would never
So,
walk out on you guys.
let me talk to you later after the net because it's a bit of a lengthy discussion, unless people are interested in hearing how to fix that. But the way to do it is a little bit
needed a dart.
difficult to explain in a net situation. So with that, I'm going to say if there's any further comment, or if people want me to go through the process of telling them how to use it, I can do either one. Just go ahead and throw your call signs at me if you have any comments.
KT2 UVP, clear the net.
Okay, Mike, I'll put you down.
Yeah,
as
how
clear.
many, Nessie?
Any further comments? Please go ahead and throw your call
what's the
at
oldest
me. We
date?
can talk about anything you like. Things that are happening around. It's wide open until the end of the net, so go ahead.
4? Did you get back to like the 60s or 70s, Nessie?
Quick question, K2BHM.
Go ahead, Jim, with your question. K2J.
Wow, okay, wow. That's old. Holy cow.
Are you doing a normal Thursday night net tonight too at 8 o'clock?
Yep, Thursday night net at 8.
Yes, indeed. I will be running the Thursday night net at 8 o'clock. This is a little more topical, this particular net, for these emergency situations. So, but we'll have the regular old discussion net later on. So, yep, absolutely.
Okay. Just wanted to make that clear. Thanks, K2BHM.
All right, very good. Any further discussion? I'm here to help. Let's go ahead from K2JLV Net Control.
Hey, Lane, how's it going? Holding up okay over there?
Very good. All right. Well, with no further discussion, I will go ahead and close up the net. As I said, the Thursday night net will be taking place in about an hour at 8 p.m. So please go ahead and check in there if you like. We'll have a little less formal discussion. And yeah, so at this time, the Mid-Hudson Wellness Check-In Net, which is powered by volunteers. If you would like to volunteer to run these nets or to provide assistance in your local area, please go ahead and contact the Overlook Mountain Amateur Radio Club via our website at www.omarcclub.org. I'll give it to you phonetically. That's whiskey dot Oscar Mike Alpha Romeo Charlie Charlie Lima Uniform Bravo dot Oscar Romeo Golf. Thank you to all who checked in tonight. This is K2JLV saying 7-3 and inviting you to join us again tomorrow.
Oh,
Be well,
nice.
everyone.
80.
This net is now
Wow.
closed.
We got 60 here. Thanks, Dave. Hopefully we'll catch you for the Thursday night net at 8. 7-3 is K2I and is clear.
Everyone, you are most welcome, CJ. Thank you very much for being here. KC2UVP, this is K2JLV.
So that's the end of that net. If you guys want to chatter a little more, we can chatter. If you have other stuff to do or aren't that interested in chattering, that's fine. Just say so, and I'll close the stream out. Sounds like everybody's staying safe and healthy and living out the lockdown. So that's good. Oh, me? Oh, I'm a cheeky bugger. Messy. Where are you at, by the way, Lane? Are you in the United States, or are you international, so to speak? Yeah, I'm talking to you, Nestor. When am I not talking to you? Ask Cha-Cha. She'll tell you. Oh, wait. She thinks everybody's talking to her. Okay. Well, you know, close enough. So, for those who don't know, Nessie is in New Zealand and Cameron is in Washington, U.S. I'm in New York, U.S. And I don't know where you're at, Lane. Yes, Nessie, speak now or forever hold your peace. South Central Missouri, that's right. I think you told me that already. I interact with so many people, it's hard to keep track of where everybody is, so I apologize for my bad memory. Maybe my age is starting to show. Are you guys on full lockdown there too? And what are things looking like there in Missouri? Oh, and I pronounced that wrong too, didn't I? It's Missouri, right? I know, Nessie, I know. You're going to go back and tell her everything I said, aren't you? You tattletale. Cam. Oh, you're not annoying, Nessie. We love you. You just got a cheeky sense of humor like me, that's all. Knockdown. Close enough, Cam, close enough. Yeah, exactly right. Yep. I know. Well, it sounds like everybody's hanging in there pretty good. That's good. I gotta go feed chickens and get the greenhouse. I can't talk today. Get the greenhouse furnace started up and move on with some chores. I got a little bit of video editing to do. I took apart that hive that died and took a little bit closer look at that. That's interesting on the ghost. I never mostly voluntary. Yeah, we're doing the same here in New York. People are chilling pretty well overall. Yeah, I've never seen any ghosts in any places I live. We definitely had some sort of something messing with us that would turn light switches on and off and close and open doors and stuff, but never saw anything. Yeah, greenhouse. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, Nessie. As I've been talking to you Kiwis too much. I'm starting to pick up your accent. Little bits and pieces at a time. Pretty soon I'll be saying, good on you, mate. At least I'm not still calling you an Aussie, right, Nessie? I finally got it right. Me greenhouse and me chickens. No, I can't do an Australian or New Zealand accent very well. It's definitely not one I'm well versed in, so to speak. It was bad, right? See, I won't try to speak for you anymore, Nessie. I'll just stand in silence. Cam. Yeah, I had to look on the Google Earther again the other day, because I know where it is, I know of it, but I never really went to that part of the planet from Google Earth and looked at it. Pretty cool country there. Pretty cool to explore. You guys are just going into fall down there, right, Nessie? Yeah, I know, and I was mistakenly calling you an Aussie for a long time there. I apologize for that. You're gonna need a shower for sure. There you go. There you go. Maybe I'll snag the audio track and mix it into one of my live streams so people can hear a proper Kiwi accent. Oh, Aussie versus Kiwi. Oh, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Because us Northern Hemisphere people, I suppose I should just speak for myself, but I know most of us aren't familiar with the difference between the two. And a lot of people don't even know geographically how far apart they actually are. You guys are actually quite a ways from Australia. Cool, cool. Plushies. Nice. Alright, anyway, I think I'm going to close this stream out because I do have to go take care of chickens, and it's going to get dark out soon, so time to make that happen. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thanks for coming in, and thanks for the chat and support. 3 hours by plane. Yeah, I didn't actually do a measurement distance, but I would guess it's probably 500 to 1,000. Nessie probably knows better. What is it coast to coast from NZ to Australia? Still too close. Well, I don't know, Nessie. Maybe you can, reshift the continents around a little bit. Be like one of those street guys with the, the 3 shells or whatever. All right, have fun, everybody. Have a good evening. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Stay safe, and learn to talk better than me. We'll do, Nessie. We'll give them some love for you. They'll be happy to hear from you. All right, good night, everybody. Thanks for watching the Pharmacy Seeds Network.